Hi, Andy Dome here with Module 4 already in our short 9-week class. I've done some research with my principal Joel Hudson here at Wichita West High School. We went over some information here over the questions that were asked and also just about other resources that KESA has been our 5-year plan here. We're currently in year 3 of the KESA plan, which is implementing action plans, report progress, and adjust as needed for year 4. So we're kind of in the middle of the process right now. We've been using a lot of PD, professional development, for a lot of these goals that we're trying to meet. We've been hitting on a lot of the different 4 things with rigor and responsive culture, relevance, and relationships. A few things that we went through that I wrote down here with our conversation. Our academic-wise, where staff will participate in collaborative, purposeful planning time that includes a focus on increasing opportunities for academic interaction across all content areas. These collaborative planning sessions will occur on a near monthly basis, and actually we're doing our PD about every month and going over the different aspects of what we can do to improve our academics here at West High. We have a low graduation rate, low rate at 16% of our high school graduates being either certified in any type of degree or in a different program such as WATC or anything like that. So we're trying to really build those numbers up from 16%. We're in a low income area, which makes connections with kids and relationships the big positive here at West, and we also have some behavior issues that we've been trying to mix in and try to help in that situation. We do have behavior goals now. Mr. Hudson told me that in our classroom, teachers routinely, daily, weekly, monthly, and quarterly, as appropriate for student audience and activity, promote positive student behavior. This includes communications of the student behavior expectations, while the communication will often utilize achieve. It is not limited to a poster on the wall when students fail to meet these behaviors as outlined. So we're trying to use the Achieve posters to kind of connect to the kids saying, hey, let's get back on task, let's start things up again and make sure everybody's on the same page so we can avoid all of these conflicts. And our numbers have been down a little bit in year 3 compared to year 2. So the next kind of information I have here is our building a district model institution, or is it just beginning? Like I said, we're in year 3 right now. We're building to get to that 5-year program and continue our visions here. We've been working on social emotional factors with some of our high schoolers, individual plans of study, also checking our graduation rates and post-secondary attendance completion. Next, what is your principal's leadership style and approach? So Mr. Hudson's approach has been something that kind of surprised me. He really pushes for our students to be accountable for their mistakes. We really want to push that in the classroom as well. You need to be here to learn, and that's something we've been pushing our rates of attendance and staying on top of that by weekly calls to parents, monthly calls or emails to parents of our academy time, which we have academy time every day and we have the same students every day. So that's something that we're really trying to focus on this year in our professional development that we've been working on. His leadership and style approach is really pushing that right now, which theory describes him best, and he really cares about the students to the point where he wants us to be in charge. He doesn't want to run things. He wants us to facilitate and him just to be there to make sure everything's going okay. He's always there for any questions, concerns we have, but doesn't want to take over a classroom or take over a teacher. He really wants us to run the show and wants him just to be a resource. So I really like that about his leadership style. What areas for school improvement did we identify? Kind of like what we talked about here is that I talked about earlier, was getting through the amount of tardies, the amount of absences, and the amount of our graduation rate. We're low in our district, and we're also low on a state level for graduation rate for where our district is. So that's one thing we've really been focusing on. What can we do to get these kids here? What can we do to get these kids to graduate? And what can we do to further promote them to a better life after high school? So hopefully all of this has been informational to you, and have a great weekend.